Yo, what's up YouTube? Lone Wolf Gaming here for episode 72 of Tales of Arise. Last episode, we checked in with everyone before we are heading off to Rena. And Shion said she's willing to sacrifice herself if that means the thorns will be dealt with. Well, I gotta say, if she ends up dying, I give up. These Tales of Arise games, they definitely love their sacrifices. Well, not Tales of Arise games, but Tales of games, I should say. But yeah, let's go ahead and head to Rena.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
I get that people could be hollowed, but I never would have expected an entire planet to become hollowed. That is crazy. This takes a dead world to a whole new meaning. The world itself, not just the inhabitants or the wildlife, just the world itself is dead. Wow. Let's see what's up with Rena, a world of death.
hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
I love the way that they all took advantage of that just to mess with Law. That's funny. But let's see what's up with the challenge of a lifetime. Now that sounds interesting.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
You gotta love how optimistic Law is. I just, don't think it's gonna be that easy. We're gonna end up, getting screwed over real quick, like, I already know that much. Let's see what's up with bridging the divides.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Look at them already discussing the future. I don't think it's gonna go like that, though. Unfortunately. Not at all. But yeah, this map definitely looks unique. And it looks like there's only one way to go. Wonder how many boss fights there are gonna be. I'm actually quite curious on that. And what exactly their levels are gonna be, too. I hope I'm not underleveled. Severely underleveled.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Okay, they were talking about the future. Now they're setting up retirement plans.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
I'm with Dohalim. That sounded like an ultimatum. But now let's see what's up with keeping up with the Helganquil.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, while I've got you, what's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
I think Law is just the butt of all jokes at this point. But I can't believe he gave him rotten food. Oh, man. That's funny. But yeah, I think the whole Renan armor is definitely a neat theory about them making the armor similar to the Helganquil's original form. I just find that pretty neat. But let's see what's up with thinning the herd.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Well, animal domestication has always been a thing. even if even if they're mutated animals, I guess it could work. But I'm not sure. But now let's see what's up with this.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Alphen
Eagle Assault!
is definitely a
I never miss!
diplomat, to say the least.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
But yeah, now we gotta fight
We must be
6 of them
In a
though.
I'm merely doing what I
That's
can
cool.
to help.
Glad you're on our side, Dopamine.
Into everlasting darkness!
Will this help?
A scream
It's too much.
blood.
Try harder.
No! Now I'm
Can't
real
end
mad!
Forgive me.
Oh, I did not realize that I just killed myself. Whoops. Well, it's fine.
My
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Don't be silly!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like
But I do want to know why these are red and Hevrak was purple.
Come and get it! Inferno punch! Double demon
That is something that I would like to know.
I owe you one.
Incineration wave! Say! Blow them away!
Lunar corruption!
Double demon fang!
Let me show you what my heart
Incineration
can
wave!
do! Art expert, come and shine!
Eagle rage!
Try this!
There you go!
Explosive ring!
Me again!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Law!
Say! Blow them away!
Magna Ray!
I'm on
Double
it.
demon fang!
Don't mind if I do!
You're
Magna
done!
Ray!
I'll tear you apart!
I'm all stocked up!
Catapult! Swallow dance!
Primed and ready!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle assault!
Try this!
Benediction
By the
light.
power of
Explosive
the
ring!
Heal without a trace!
Dragon Swarm!
Another incantation ruined.
Do it!
Double him! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Breath of life. Heal my weary companion.
Aid!
Eagle
Double
Shoot!
demon fang!
Here I go!
Incineration wave!
Magna
Dragon
Ray!
Swarm! Law!
Say! Blow them away! How's
Water,
that?
hear my call!
Acceptable.
Now I'm in the groove!
Here goes!
Tempest!
Fury,
Crumble!
burning strike!
Catapult!
Water,
Super
hear my
do it!
call!
Shion!
And that
This
is
one's got your
that.
name on it!
Ashes to
That
ashes.
was a interesting battle to say the least.
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Well, before we move on, let's see what's up with the Helganquil's legacy.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Okay, that was that is a thing to think about, Kisara. But let's see what's up with Helgen. Most likely pertaining to the fruits, but let's find out.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Well, I think that is a good place to end this episode for today. I hope you all enjoyed and have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out.